Rain's coming. Rain's coming. Smile. Boy, that rain's coming down. So yeah, like I said, I lied. You can live for 600 USD. Kitchen table. You can move that over here, put a couch. Because you got this big walkway. They have bigger units. You come in, here's your little kitchen. I keep it simple. I got my rice cooker, hot water. You got a nice big bathroom. A mirror and sink. Jack and Jill doors. Come into the bedroom. Obviously that's a window, it opens and closes because this room has air con. But this is what you get for 150. But it's clean. You see any ants? There's no ants, there's no bugs. Everything's tiled. I got a nice walkway. You know, I'm out and about, so this is all I need. I can go around the corner, walk all the way around the other building. But 150 USD. They have other places here too that are, they're kind of like a boarding house. They look like a hotel, and you have your own room. They have so many showers, so many bathrooms you share, and they have one big cooking area. So it's however you want to live. But like I said, $1 meals. And then if you want to go in the restaurants, tops, $5, whether it's aircon, even better food. My laundry, they have my laundry done. I drop them off, pick them up the next day, folded in the bag, $2.50. I mean, it goes per kilo, but I've been doing it about 2 to 3 times a week, so I'm more like $7.50 a week because I'm in the gym a lot, I'm sweating. But yeah, clean, no bugs. So hey, what's up YouTube? You know I lied. I said you could live in Cambodia for 1,000 USD a month. You can live here for 600 USD a month. But you got to remember, unless you get a retirement visa at age, you can get one here at age 55. Yeah, I believe it's $310 a year. Because right now you can only extend. You can come in, you can get 30 days, extend for 30 days, then you got to leave. And then I'm going to find out if I can get some other kind of visa where I can come in for 6 months or 1 year. But at 55 years old, you can get the retirement visa with no money in the bank. But anyways, $600 a month. A lot of you are gonna go, no way. Listen, I got a video out there. I have actually, the apartment I have is very, very nice. It came with a nice bed with a good mattress, a table and a chair. Does it have a TV? No. Does it have internet? No. The internet here in Cambodia has been phenomenal. I'm talking, I gotta quit using that word. Excellent. I've never had a problem with internet like I did in the Philippines. My apartment is $150 a month. I'm here in Kokong. There's a few expats. They're from Germany that live down. I'm on the 3rd floor. There's been a nice breeze. Yeah, you should have some reserve money. But can you live on 600? Yes, and this is how you can. The gym right next door, and this is an old school gym, but it's got decent equipment. It's just, and the treadmills are great. They hold my weight, the belts don't skip. $20 a month. You can get meals. A meal, it's always gonna be 1 cup of rice, or it's gonna be 1 cup of noodles with egg, chicken, beef, or pork for $1. Beers are anywhere from, I got messed up. You can get them from 25 cents to 50 cents for you guys that drink beer. But right there, look, the rent, $150 for rent. Electricity, you could be $10 to $50. I haven't got my electricity bill yet, but I asked the guys that do run the aircon here and there. They have a 2-bedroom apartment, and they said they were right around $40. So electricity cost here in Cambodia is a fair price compared to the Philippines. There's so many brownouts, the electricity, especially in the province. A lot of you are going to laugh and go, "Oh no, you need 2,000. You need these." Listen, I can afford 2,000. I can afford 3,000 a month. I'm just doing average daily stuff. I go to 7-Eleven here. They have a big grocery store that's going to be opening in the next few days. So what I did is I bought a rice cooker, so I make my rice. I buy a lot of eggs. I've been buying 10 eggs at a time, and it's $1. I buy prepared meals that's got the right amount of carbohydrate for me, so I don't gain weight. $1. If I want to go to the restaurants, it's still the same. $5-6, $4. Where you're in a restaurant that's aircon, clean. The Chinese food. There's a lot of Chinese restaurants around here too. A lot of Chinese factories. They're making harnesses for automotive, and they actually pay the workers decent compared to what I heard some of the Cambodian workers were getting. If you were to hire like a contractor, what they make a month, it's kind of ridiculous, sad. I'm not going to state it because I don't know how true it is. But $600, yes. But granted, you need reserve money. Something happens, you got to go to the hospital. Maybe you want to buy a mountain bike. Maybe you want to buy a scooter. Like I said, you do not need a driver's license here. If you buy a scooter and it's a 125cc and under, it's unbelievable. And like I said, I've been renting a scooter. Do you need to rent a scooter every day? No. You can walk. Everything's so close by. I'm like a 5-minute walk to get to the riverfront. Maybe you want to rent a scooter. $10. There's even, I found another place where the guy said he'd only charge me $7. You rent the scooter, you come over. I'm here at this beach. It's free. You can sit anywhere for free. If you want a meal, this place here sells, they don't have meals here. They got like the hot coffees, cold coffees, the fruity drinks, beer, water, snacks. But right next door, same thing. You can get a good meal for $1. Swear to God, $1. And maybe you want to eat a little bit extra and you get a little extra chicken or something. It's going to be $2 tops. It's that cheap. I'm very impressed with Cambodia. I'm going to be heading over to Siem Reap soon, and I heard they got good prices there. But my buddy Renee, who owns a very nice, I guess you could call it a breakfast in bed, and he rents scooters. He's been open now for 6 years. He's got a lot of knowledge. I'm going to do an interview with him. He said he'll do it, and he's just taught me so much. But $600, not a problem. I mean, think about it. You got rent, $150. Let's say your electricity, maybe you're here at the hotter season, because right now I don't need to run the aircon at all. There's a fan that's hooked to the ceiling that spins. It's been okay. Once in a while I turn it on for a little bit at nighttime for maybe a half an hour. But yeah, easy. When I venture off and I go to the waterfalls, it's maybe $2 to get in. I think the waterfalls was $2 to get in. But you will need startup cost. Maybe you want a TV. Maybe you want that internet. You can get the smart. You can just buy the box. I believe it's like $30. Download per month how much internet Wi-Fi you need for downloading or whatever. But meals are cheap. But I can't stress enough to have some reserve money for. And this is what I'm trying to get at, is this is for people that don't have a big retirement. Can you actually live over here for $600 a month easily? I've been keeping track. Go to the gym. I venture off. I rent the scooter. I've rented the scooter for a week now. Then I'll be jumping on a bus and heading over to Siem Reap, which will be right around $12. I get over there. Obviously, then I'm going to be staying in a hotel, so I might pay $20 to $30 a night. But when I was in Phnom Penh, I have videos out there, $30, less than 30. It's right, it's 22, $27. Rooftop pool, didn't have the free breakfast. Beautiful gym. It's cheap. It's cheaper than the Philippines. Very, very much. It's way cheaper. But one thing with the Philippines is you got that 3 year where you can keep extending your visas. Where here, though, if you're 55, you can get the retirement visa and you don't got to put a dime in their bank account. Because I know in the Philippines, I heard if you're going to get a retirement visa over there, unless you're married to a Filipina, you can get that 13A visa. You got to put so much money in the bank. And over here, it's like $310 a year. You can't beat that. And you got Laos. We're surrounded. We got Laos, Vietnam, Thailand. You know, jump on a bus, go over, come back. But $600. I'm just being honest with you guys. I swear to God. Now, if you're a heavy drinker and you're smoking a pack or 2 packs of cigarettes a day, which I'm not knocking anybody that does that, it's gonna be up a little bit. That's why I put that one video out there, 1,000. That's $1,000. That's where you can jump on a bus, venture off here. Maybe you got to go stay in a hotel where you pay $15 for the night, and some have a pool, some don't. It's that cheap here. You know, go watch some of my videos. I'm very impressed with the prices here. So, anyways, another day I come out to the beach. Rain's coming in. If I don't head back, I'm going to be riding the scooter in the rain. I've had that happen a couple times here, where the rain comes out of nowhere, and I'm stuck. And it's been cool here. I'm sweating a little bit now, but man, the weather is. I mean, I could wear sweatpants here in the morning. Nighttime, I could wear sweatpants and a long sleeve shirt. I remember when I was in the Philippines, I'm like, I don't have to bring a jacket, long pants. It was so humid over there. Majority of the time, especially living in the province of Tayasan where we were at, man, it was just humid and hot. I was just sweating balls all day long. Sweating balls. So anyways, $600, I don't know if you can hear that thunder, $600 a month. I promise you. Like I said, go look at some of the videos I got. I did a thing on the apartment, and not one ant, no ants, no cockroaches. I did spray. I bought some Raid, and I sprayed the perimeter outside, this and that. But man, it's been everything's marble floors. I do suggest. With those marble floors, I had to go out and buy floor mats because the first night I took a shower, there's a ledge. I went to step down into the bedroom, and I hit that floor, and I slipped, and I almost cracked my head on the back of the wall. Oh my God. Talk about an eye-opener. I was like, oh man, there alone by yourself, hit your head, knock yourself out, bleed to death. That's the only thing is they like the marble, you know. You got the marble floors, the bathroom's all tiled up. My walls are all tiled like 4 foot up all the way around. They got that crown mold that's sealed. No ants. There was one cockroach. I did have one cockroach, but I sprayed the perimeter. I've been there, I think a week now. Not one bug. Not one bug. Excellent. I'm very impressed with Cambodia. Very impressed. So anyways, you guys stay tuned for the next video. Like, subscribe. I appreciate it. I'm just trying to give you guys honest feedback. If you're over there in whatever country you're in and you're struggling, you can live for sure 1,000. But if you want to live 600, and people go, oh, you're not. It's that cheap here. Look, rent, electricity, $150. Electricity, $50. There's 200. There's 400 left over. Food, you're talking if maybe you only eat 3 meals a day, $3. Maybe you eat 2 meals, you're paying $1 for each meal, and then you go to the normal restaurant and you pay $5. Add it up. I mean, it's just common sense. Beer's 25 cents. Then I didn't know this. I guess the Cambodian brand beer, when you take the little tab off, you rip it. You can win money back. And I had a subscriber tell me, because I remember I was like, what's this? $1. And I remember somebody said, save those, you just take them in and they give you $1. And I thought it was a joke. But that subscriber said, he drank, I don't know if it was 10 or 15 beers a day, but half the time he was getting his beer for free. I don't know. So anyways, like, subscribe. Like I said, I kind of told a fib. It's actually cheaper here. It's actually cheaper. $600. Easily. So that's all, folks, for today's video. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next videos. I appreciate all the new subscribers, the comments. So stay tuned and have a nice day. See you soon.